Alright, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else in between, this is Real Blitz Entertainment. Welcome to the Get Blitz podcast. I'm not alone. We have a special guest today. We have R-senal here. What the fuck is that? Is that... What the fuck are you doing? Okay, shut up.
Anyways, what's poppin', people? It's R-senal here. As you know, I'm talking about, bro. Can you turn off the fucking phone?
This is a fucking Steve. Jeez. Anyways, go.
Dude, it's called the fucking volume switch. Anyways, yeah. I'm here again talking about another Nintendo IP.
Alright, it's my job. Anyways, so for this one, we're gonna lay low from the Smash until we get some more information about them. But for now, we're gonna be talking about Pokemon Switch. So we all know that there's been rumors that are coming out about obviously a new Pokemon game that will be coming out on the Switch, since Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was pronounced to be the last Pokemon game for the 3DS. So, before we even start on the Switch, let's do like a little review on what you think happened in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon until its transition onto the Switch. So, first we'll get your R-senal. We'll get your input. What do you think about it? Because yours greatly differs from my views.
Wait, so are you asking like what do I think about Sun and Moon, like 7th gen as a whole?
Yeah, like a little review.
Oh, so if I'm gonna give a little review on Sun and Moon, fucking too much dialogue. Pokemon are great though.
Okay, first of all, okay, I'm just gonna cut you. What? Okay, when you say too much dialogue, you mean too much story? Because if it's too much story and cutscenes...
No, here's the problem. No. It's not the fact that story. It's too much unneeded dialogue. Like, every second, they stop you to say some unnecessary bullshit. It's just like, I remember one of the times when we saw the, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, it was when we saw Zossie and that other dude, they talked about some random shit that had nothing to pertain to the story. And it stopped our whole adventure just for them to say some useless shit, and then boom, we had to go back. You know, it's that type of shit that's just kind of like, okay, they say they prolong the game, but they only prolong it by putting unnecessary bullshit like that. I think that's the problem. So that's what I mean by when I say like unnecessary dialogue. But other than that, Pokemon were great. Most of them were pretty good. Like, I'd say my favorites would be Marshadow, Golisopod, Savali, Decidueye, Ultra Necrozma, what's his name? The lion, Solgaleo. Who else?
Okay, we're not gonna name everyone, right?
Well, okay, but yeah, there's a lot. So the Pokemon are pretty good. The only problem is, other than legendaries, all the Pokemon are fucking slow. Why? I don't get why all of them are mostly slow. It's so dumb. They really ruined a lot of Pokemon because speed stat in Pokemon is like everything. But when everyone has like a base speed of 70, then it just kind of just ruins the Pokemon, makes them really unusable in like competitive play. So there's that. Story, I think it was pretty good. It was of course it wasn't like Black 2 and White 2, or no, Black and White good, but it was still a pretty good story. And finally, Rainbow Rocket should have been longer, and we should have been able to travel to other worlds, the worlds where the evil teams took over, so we defeat them there rather than just all in one place. But yeah.
Okay, well, so as for me, okay, yeah, there was too much hand-holding, so yeah, they talked too much stuff like, okay, I'm sure everyone's played Pokemon, and for those who haven't, it's not rocket science. especially how easily they made it and how simplified that it's been now. It's like, I mean, a 2-year-old can get it. But either way, that part, yeah, too much text. People say that there's too much cutscenes and too much story or whatever. I like that. I like the cutscenes that pertain to the story because it's not like red, blue, fire red, leaf green, boring boss battle kind of boss rush kind of gameplay. That really sucks. Which is and kind of like gold, silver, soul silver, and heart gold kind of thing because they still kind of did the whole boss rush thing where it's just go to the next thing, go to the next thing, and no real story. But it was not perfected, but it was better in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, and that's where it started. It's true. Anyway, it's true. That's where it started. It was boring. There was no story whatsoever. It was just, Team Rocket's here, and then we gotta stop Team Rocket, and that's it.
Team Rocket is much better because their plot wasn't stupid.
Okay, either way, fine. Okay, their goals? Okay, no. I'm not saying their goals. Hold on. Please let me finish. I'm saying, yeah, Team Rocket's goals were better than Team Magma's and all that. Yes, but I'm saying the story-wise, Ruby was better. No, it was still better. And you're cutting out.
It was trash.
Bullshit. No, it was good.
I want to dry up the ocean so that we can expand our technology. Okay, but we need the ocean to survive. Or let's retract the Pokemon world to its natural state. Where will you live, Archie?
Atlantis, they can make us underwater city.
But they couldn't because they can't control Kyogre.
They didn't know that. No. Just like where Giovanni tried to control Mewtwo.
But no, here's the thing. They actually created him. So there's actually some thought process there. These idiots thought they can control the primal power of these Pokemon. Archie threw the blue orb that can.
That's not canon. That's Pokemon Generations. That's not canon. If he did it in the games, that's one thing, but he didn't.
Fucking idiot.
Anyways, back to Sun and Moon. But yeah, the story was okay. It was good, but it wasn't like great. I mean, Black and White. People praise it for having a really good story. Not really. The fact that the Team Plasma uses Pokemon as well, it kind of ruined it. But yeah, let's see. So for the Pokemon wise in 7th Gen, terrible. they were terrible. They were terrible and unhyped. It was the starters. It was garbage. I mean, Decidueye looks okay. Decidueye's fine. And then Primoria, she's fine. But Litten, they dropped the ball big time. Like, Litten looks fine. And then when you go into a second form, it was just garbage. And then you go into an Incineroar, and that's just trash. And then he's slow on top of that. So it's like, I don't even want to use this piece of shit.
He's useful in competitive play because he has everything.
Well, now he does. But either way, he's just boring. It's just, he looks shitty. Like I'll post a picture of what he should have looked like, and then whatever the fuck his second one's called. It was just garbage. Using him was just shit. It was just every time I looked at him, it was like, oh yeah, you're here. I mean, Litten was fine. Every time he's Litten, it was cool until he evolved. I literally didn't want to evolve him, but it was like if I don't evolve him, he's pretty much useless. But yeah. The whole Z-move thing, I think it's stupid too. It looks cool, but it's still stupid. It's like having Pokemon-specific Z-moves is dumb too, because it's like, it doesn't increase the power, it's just, you get this animation with it. Big whoop. It's stupid.
Well, the ones that have effects after, those ones are...
It's still dumb. It's like, if you have, if you have a fucking Raichu, and then he uses his Z-move versus my Mega Charizard X. I'm gonna fucking screw your fucking write you up, regardless. It's like, oh, it's just dumb. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really like this.
It's like you had Mega Evolution. You could have just expanded on that and just and then expanded, given more Pokemon more Mega Evolutions, and then have like a Z move for that Mega Evolution. That would be cool. That would be cool because people can see like it would show the ultimate power. It's like, okay, I can give a fucking Caterpie the Bug Z move, and he can do all this bullshit like string up a fucking Groudon and then slam him to the floor. I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, no, that's not how it works. See, that's the kind of... Either way, it's like, it's dumb. It's not fine. Then why is there a trainer Z move if they're gonna go out the boundaries of fucking logic? It's stupid.
That doesn't make any sense because first off, Caterpie is still a Pokemon in the game. It's registered a Pokemon.
Okay, yes.
Obviously, in the anime or outside the game, Caterpie would not be able to do that shit.
Well, in the game, he shouldn't be able to do that shit.
Real. Think of the part when Brock fought Kiawe. If he got that Z move on Steelix would have been dead in the games. In the anime, he hung on.
Actually, I think Mega Steelix would have hung on.
Steelix would have died.
No, Mega Steelix. No, hold on. Let me look up Mega Steelix's special ability. But yeah, what else? Yeah, the Pokemon were very disappointing. The looks-wise, like with Drampa, I mean, now I've gotten used to it, but Drampa is just, they could have done a cool-looking Elder Dragon. Like, it's been a while since you had, like, a good-looking Dragon Pokemon. And then fucking Kumao, it's like, that was so dumb. If they made him, like, in 2nd gen or 4th gen, it would have been fine. But they made him right after Fairy types, and it's like, seriously, you're not, it's like, what the fuck? So, yeah, and then whatnot with the whole story, and then your whole character customization was crap. It was like you had really good ones in X and Y, and now you like dumbed it down, made it stupid. Like all the clothes is crap, or a very good selection of them are crap, and you're playing as a child. And it's like, I don't want to be. It's like I'm fucking 26. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking play as a little kid. It's like having the option to play at least as a teenager, so you can get the best of both worlds. Which is why X and Y was pretty good.
Okay, that's true. Because X and Y they were 16 years old, I believe.
Yeah, so it's like, okay. I mean, I'm not an adult. I'm not a kid. I can be in the middle. That's fine. And then kids, it's like, I mean, yeah, or at least just put in the option to fucking do that. So, but we'll talk about later for that input to be inside the Switch. What else? What else? Legendary Pokemon. Oh no, yeah, Legendary Pokemon. The whole.
They were great.
I mean, yeah, they were fine. But I mean, like the portals and all that crap. That was just dumb. Ultra Beast was not as great. It was like. I mean, it was something that you would get hyped for, but how they did it was just dumb. It's like it should have been like, I don't know, like an invasion. No, like you should not be able to catch them. You not catching them and having them be bosses, like really hard bosses. That would have been cool.
Remember the theories people thought that Lucamine turned into Pheromosa?
Well, that makes sense. I mean, shit. They had some kind of experience. It's in Ash turned into a Pikachu. Ash turned into a Pikachu. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Only because it was.
Well, we're in Pokemon now. Bell turned into a Clefairy. Anything's possible.
Well, because it was a machine.
Yeah, well, if they could have done some kind of experiment, they made a Chimera Pokemon. Seriously? Anything's possible. They could have done an experiment, it goes wrong, they mutated his body, and then explain why does Gladiator hold his hand like some kind of anime.
That's what I'm saying. They never explained that.
So it's either him just trying to be edgy or whatever, but it's like, come on. I mean, come on! Anyways. Yeah, so, I mean, the story is good. It was not bad. But, Elite Four, and the Kunas. It was pretty much a gym battle. It was just kind of annoying in a way. But and then the no expression from the character.
Oh yes, I hated that.
And the fact that the NPCs had cooler clothes than you did, and you can't wear their clothes. It's like and the hairstyles. Like there's one super figure I'm gonna keep on saying to this day. They have badass looking dreads, and you can't even have that shit. You can have cornrows, which look like shit by the way, but you can't have dreads. Hello?
It looks weird. They should have done this. One game that actually did this kind of cool feature, in Metal Gear Solid Twin Snake, you're able to take pictures with the 3DS and use the picture as a texture for Snake's costume. Why don't they do that in Pokemon?
I probably wouldn't have looked so good.
No, it looked good. Metal Gear Solid can do it well.
Well, Metal Gear did it as camouflage, so it would like.
It still worked. It's still the fact that it still looked good. Animal Crossing does it.
Bullshit.
Look it up.
Oh, but yeah. So yeah, those are the. I mean, and then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon should have just been DLC. Just like everyone else says, yeah. I fucking support it. There was nothing different. Honestly, if we didn't use some kind of thing to get Zero Aura to be playable and lower level and whatnot, so I can start the adventure with Zero Aura, I would probably not have played the game, or it would have taken a long time for me to finish it.
Yeah, the only reason I played the game was because I was able to cheat to get R-senal at a lower level, and I just played the whole game with R-senal. Like that's the only way I enjoyed it. Because like honestly, Alola is a cool region, but it just kind of feels a little too small for me.
It was a cool concept, but they just dropped the ball. They could have had better. Like they could have the whole Alolan Pokemon thing. They could have expanded a lot more on that. Like there was top 10. Exactly. There was a lot of top 10 Alolan forms, but they gave it to the ones that no one gives a shit about. And then the forms that they gave them, no one still gave a shit about them because it's like, okay, Alolan Diglett. It looks stupid. What was the new Alolan Pokemon for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? Or did they even have one?
Executor, Vulpix.
That was no, Vulpix was in the old one. No, was it in the new one?
There was no new ones.
Yeah, okay, there you go. There was no new ones. So it's like, the fuck?
Yeah, that was dumb. Like, how are you gonna have a new Alola game and no new Alola forms? Hella dumb.
Like, they could have expanded on that, and then they would have it for different gens, and they would have it more instead of, okay, there's new Alolan Pokemon, make them look a bit more different, but not retarded different like Dugtrio. But that's why 7th Gen was just dumb. I didn't like it. Sun and Moon was just dumb. The anime was okay, but that's pretty much its only saving grace. And Zero Aura. If Zero Aura isn't in this would have been just like failed. I mean, it's already a failed region, but it's not as bad as Diamond and Pearl. But yeah.
Diamond and Pearl's not even that bad.
Diamond and Pearl is crap. Honestly, the only thing good about Diamond and Pearl is Gallade, Garchomp, and Platinum. And when I say Platinum, I mean the trainer, as most people would call her, Dawn. But yeah, I call her Platinum because Pokemon Adventures comic is godlike. Now, anyways.
A lot of people are gonna really disagree with that.
Oh, good. We can have a conversation in the chat. So if you guys agree with Diamond and Pearl being trash, put that in the comment section. If you think it's actually pretty good, tell me why you think it's good. But I think it's trash. The music was the Pokemon was and then it's just like
a lie. The music was pretty good.
It was it was
That's the one.
It was because all I just remember is it's just like it has that kind of feel. It had that weird feel to it. It wasn't like I'm gonna say it again, Ruby Sapphire, where they had that blood pumping shit. Blood plays those trumpets. Oh man!
But that's why Omega Ruby was trash.
Yeah. Omega Ruby wasn't trash, but they dropped the ball. They could have made it like Emerald. They did not put Frontier in for the dumbest reason. Battle Frontier was so hype in Emerald.
What was the reason?
They were like, oh, we don't want most trainers wouldn't want to do it, so there's no point if they don't want to take the challenge and do Frontier. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? If you don't want to do Frontier, just don't play the game. Play something else.
Exactly.
But okay, so now that we talked about Sun and Moon and whatnot and how they kind of dropped a lot of balls there, let's see with Switch. Now, when they put it onto Switch, they've talked about having a new kind of gameplay, and where it's not going to be like the whole bread and butter standard stay in one place and wait for people to attack and take turns. So this one's going to have a bit more real time. People are saying it's going to be more like the Digimon world and open world as well.
And Ni no Kuni.
Now they're saying that it's going to be more like Digimon. Like people say that it should be like Ni no Kuni, but it might look more like Digimon world or whatever Digimon. But honestly, they should do it like Ni no Kuni. And for those that don't know, Ni no Kuni is like a Ghibli game on a Ghibli game. There you go. So Ghibli being Spirited Away, The Cat Returns, all those. There are some people that don't know Ghibli. They know Spirited Away, but they don't know that it's Ghibli. So anyways, they'll probably just say a Miyazaki film. So yeah, anything made by Miyazaki, that's Ghibli. Anyways. So they made a game that was kind of like the designs, kind of like the Ghibli stuff. So, and for there you play as this kid, and then he can control monsters, and then once you're like in the battle mode, you can control those monsters. So it's like kind of Pokemon, but a little bit gameplay wise better. So, what I say that they should do, they already perfected open world stuff with Breath of the Wild. I feel like they should have the game designed like Breath of the Wild. It looks beautiful.
What's a different design team? You gotta remember.
Bring them. They're all Nintendo. Some of them worked on Sonic Unleashed and all that but shit. Like, if you want to make money,
they left Sega to do that.
I know.
Some people will, but yeah, Pokemon Company is different. Well, Game Freak's a completely
different company. Game Freak's a different company, but Nintendo can oversee this, and they can be like, let's make some money. Come help us with that design. What you guys did for Breath of the Wild, do that for this game. And then they can make it like that, open world, and everything you can do in Breath of the Wild, have that being able to do here. Like, you can, like, well, not make potions, but, I mean, at least, like climb up mountains, crouch, run. The stamina bar, we'll see. I don't know about that one, because maybe not. Yeah, fuck it. Well, you can have a stamina bar, and then, yeah, you have like a level up system for the trainer as well.
Why?
I mean, because it's like the trainer's getting stronger. Like you start off as like some weak kid. I mean, that's kind of cool. You can start off as kind of a weak kid, and then later on you get stronger. Because it's kind of like
it's really not, dude.
Yeah. How is it not? How is it not?
It's just like too much work. Okay, leveling up my trainer for what? You're not battling.
You're battling the fucking elements, the weather.
Link doesn't have to level up. No bullshit. Link
he does. He does level up technically. Every shrine he does, and then he gets those orbs. And once he gets more hearts, that's him leveling up, increasing his health, and then increasing his stamina gauge. And then right now, if you like get a lot of hearts and have like 13, 20 hearts, and then you have a pretty big stamina gauge, it's like you're a stronger person. You can endure more, run more, and do all that other shit. That would be cool. Because if you're starting out your first journey, and then you're already like climbing up this mountain and shit. There's not a challenge like in Breath of the Wild when you first did it. You're like afraid of the world, but you learn through all that stuff. Like you're like, okay, I can climb this mountain here. Okay, I'm gonna find a way to climb. Like it increased the whole open worldness. Like it made it more realistic. If you don't, you have something as shitty as Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where they say it's open world, but you feel very limited.
Oh, we don't talk about that game.
Xenoblade is stupid. For people that ride Nintendo's dick and say that's a great game, it is not. Like the whole.
I don't think so.
Xenoblade Chronicles X, I'll get a little bit, right? We're getting a little off topic, but I'm just gonna say this. X was better than 2. Like, it had more open world. Because you can't climb mountains by, like, climbing it like Link does, but they at least, later on, they give you the option to have, like, for your robot to fly. So it's like, okay, now you can explore the whole world. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, they don't do that shit. And that's why it's just dumb. But anyways, back to the Pokemon Switch. They should have... You can cover everything. You can climb mountains. You have a stamina gauge. Pretty much like the little tricks that you did in Zelda, that you can like get on the little jagged edges to rest and then keep going up. They should have that shit in. And then when a Pokemon fights, when you see like a Pokemon come up, you go up to it, and then once you're like in that vicinity, it would be like an invisible kind of like hitbox area. Then you would obviously your Pokemon would follow you, but then it would go into like the view, well, not view, like first person view, but it'd be like you then control a Pokemon, and then it would have like set moves and whatnot. And then people are saying like the whole thing with why open world wouldn't work for Pokemon because it has like this linear thing where it's like you have to fight this gym and then levels and whatnot. I say get rid of the whole level up system kind of thing. Like if you win battles or whatever, you get like, I don't know, orbs or tokens or whatever, and then you would learn different moves. And then like you would also get like friendship points or whatever. And then once your friendship points are high enough, you would evolve, and then when you evolve, you learn stronger moves, which would do more damage and whatnot. And then for like the bosses, every boss is like the same. They have like a really high level, a high HP, and kind of high attack points, but not like stupidly high where you can't beat them. But it's like it would give you a challenge for the gym leaders and like and for every boss. And then for every trainer, it has like a little bit. I mean, you can do this through like whatchamacallit, through not hacking, through programming. Like whatever your Pokemon's at, they can do like a little program where it can be like if you're starting out, they start like a little kind of same place you are. Their attacks aren't that big, so it won't do that much damage. And then once you're like midway in the game, they start having like a lot better moves. And then once in the last one, they have those really powerful moves. So they can do that way. So you can go to like the quote-unquote last gym, and then you can start from that one to like finish or whatever. And then
I think it'd be cooler if you can go to any gym you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like if they do it the way I'm saying, where it's like you can go anywhere you want, but like each gym leader, each boss is like set to like a boss like kind of marker where they have like a set amount of HP where it's like a lot, and then they have like a so attack power, defense power, whatever for that Pokemon.
So plus, okay, for example, so we're going to Kanto, right? So if I go to Giovanni's gym, he's automatically strong?
Yes. No, not like stupidly strong, but it's like
no, I don't think that should be the case because in Pokemon The Origin, based on a trainer's level, they choose what Pokemon they use to fight you. I think it'd be better. So if I go to Giovanni's gym first,
actually, yeah,
he picks up his weakest Pokemon, and then depending on who I choose last, because Mega Man does the same thing, I believe, or no? No, actually, yeah, Mega Man does do this. You can choose whatever boss you want to go, but the one you choose last, you fight last, is the strongest, right? That's what Pokemon should do.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And I want them to actually say, because I want them to actually, I don't want this to be kitty shit, because Nintendo does this shit a lot, and it really
it's going to be kitty. Let's be honest. It's Pokemon is primarily a children's game.
It's really dumb. They should be like, okay, normally I'd go at this power, but seeing how much Pokemon you have, and like if you're really weak, and then I want if you have like, I want them to actually acknowledge your weakness, like, or if it's like based on their character, like let's say if they're
acknowledge what?
Like acknowledge like your strength or weakness. Like let's just say you're fighting Erica. She's like a sweet girl, so she'd be like, oh, you're kind of a beginner, so I'm gonna use this Pokemon that's not as strong, but it will give you a challenge. Something like that. But whereas like Giovanni or Blaine or Sabrina would be like, wow, you're really weak. I guess I'll use my weakest Pokemon then, and then something like that. I mean,
did we just establish that?
What? No, I mean like for dialogue wise. Oh. Like they'll let you know. They know you're weak as shit. You know you're weak as shit. But they'll just say it just to add more character and be like, damn, I need to step my shit up. Kind of like that.
I'd say this is also very wishful thinking. I know that it's not going to be it. But since it's a Switch, hopefully, I'm hoping this would be the case. Like, there should be online multiplayer, right? I'm not saying like a huge MOBA adventure type of shit. Or like RPG type of shit, like, like Sword Art. But if it's going to be open world, it'd be cool if you could connect with like one other person and just share the same world.
So like Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, kind of like that. I think that'd be hella cool, and like it'd be like another Pokemon adventure. If you made the place big and the Pokemon region hella vast and big and shit, and then you could meet up with friends and you could go on your adventure and shit, that'd be fun. Like that would be fucking revolutionary. But they probably won't do that because
it revolutionary from Nintendo wise, but I mean Monster Hunter's been doing it.
Revolutionary for Pokemon. That's right.
I mean, that would be pretty easy. No, I mean, I don't know. I haven't done it, but I mean, Monster Hunter's been doing it on like even smaller consoles for like the PSP and whatnot. So but I mean, they have like loading screen. I don't know. Like, okay, what Monster Hunter World does right is like when you get into groups and whatnot, and then you go on your adventure or whatever. They would have you like wait and for the whole cutscene thing. So you would experience your own cutscene, and when that cutscene's over and you actually get into the gameplay, then you can start seeing the other people and whatnot. So they can do something like that. So whenever there's like a cutscene in the game, it would pause, and then let's just say me and you are doing it right now, and we're just going through it, and then we get to this one area where it starts a cutscene. It would show our characters, and then once that thing is over, let's just say I get to the cutscene first, and then you get to it, and then I finish mine first. It'll be like wait for other player to finish cutscene, and then once that's done, it will start the actual battle. And then I think for Monster Hunter, the monsters' HP is higher for like when more people join. So in the game wise, they can do that to raise kind of the difficulty. So let's just say we're in we'll just do first gen. We're in fucking Viridian Forest, and then there's like a wild pincer, and then for some reason it's the boss. So normally if it was just me by myself, let's say its HP would be at 50. Now that you join, HP will probably be like 60, 65 or something. And they just raise the intensity, and then you'd fight it that way. That'd be pretty good. But yeah. I don't want it to be in Kanto. I don't want another Kanto race. They need to stop the whole nostalgia shit. No, they don't need.
Hold on. I actually kind of want to rant a little about this. I am so fucking tired of people saying, I want to go back to Kanto. Why in God's name would you want to go to the region where we already basically had a remake of that on 3rd gen? It's like, well, yeah, it's been a long time. We've been to Kanto for so long. I am tired of going there. Kanto, yes, I get it. It's the place that many people started their Pokemon journeys. But Nintendo has been catering to Kanto for so long. I'm tired of it. It's because of these specific fans. Nintendo clearly listens to these guys and not everyone else, and we keep getting this stupid Kanto shit every time. Alola forms, all this type of shit. When it could have been, Alola forms could have been many other things, but no, let's cater to the people who barely care about Pokemon and the ones who just say, oh, I only care about 150. Every other Pokemon is lame. Like, honestly, I'm so fucking tired. If we go back to Kanto for this game, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't want to go back to Kanto. I'm tired of Kanto.
Let's just be honest.
It still has the most boring Pokemon.
Thank you. I'm glad that you were about to say what I was just gonna say. The Pokemon is not even that good. Honestly, I have the starters. The starters are fine, and then from there it's like, ooh, a purple rat.
I will be first.
No, are you done? Hello?
Go
Hello?
ahead. Bring your pitchforks. I'll beat all your ass.
Hello?
Look, dude. No.
Bullshit. Hello?
No, shut up. Oh, shut up, bro. Shut up. Shut up.
Hello?
You with Venusaur.
Hello?
Glory ass, frog-looking ass bitch. Fuck that.
Hello?
No. You all listen to me. You can listen to this. Okay, the starters and shit. Well, you got big ass turtle, random ass cannons, unexplained, by the way, why those are there. Charizard, generic ass lizard ass.
Hello?
Hasn't become a dragon until 6th gen, and it's like he's been
that's
trashed.
because Game Fix returned.
He's been trashed ever since until 6th gen, honestly. And he got 2 Mega Evolutions. 2. He did not need 2. He could have just had Charizard X and he would be good. Nope. Give him 2, huh? Because everyone does Charizard.
And he has to.
Don't even get me started with Venusaur's fat ass. Ugh. They're boring. They're not inspired. No. Oh, the only thing that's really inspired by, I guess, is Charmander. The whole flaming salamander type of shit. Fine. But other than that, he's so uninteresting. Blastoise. I don't even know what the fuck he's really based on.
He's based on a turtle.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, boring compared to like someone like Decidueye or Greninja, who have much cooler origins and shit. Those Pokemon seem like just basic ass bitches. But dude, I hear so many people who are just like, oh, I love those ones because they look like Pokemon. Oh, I would slap the bitch out of them. Because it's so stupid. What the fuck does it look like a Pokemon? What does that even mean? Every Pokemon looks like a Pokemon, you dumb fuck. Oh my god.
Except for Klefki. Klefki just looks stupid.
People are so dumb. I swear to fucking God. But it's just, yeah. Kanto is not the best. The only Pokemon I really love from Kanto is Mewtwo. That's it. Everyone else, I can give a rat's ass. Straight up. Yeah, you heard it here, folks. Fucking Kanto's boring as shit. The only thing I like about Kanto is Team Rocket, Red, and Mewtwo. Other than that, Kanto Pokemon are boring. And get your fucking nostalgia boners out of your fucking like brains, bro. It's fucking annoying. We get it. You started Gen 1, but still, it's not the best region just because it's the first. Okay, rant over.
But anyways, so yeah, once you start from the starters, which were pretty good, the Pokemon that you catch are just
not good.
Bullshit. It's dumb. Pidgey, Ekans, Rattata. What else? And then you get into like Abra and stuff, and it's like they're not really great. They're just, you see them all the time, and it's just boring. So yeah. I want them to like take their time, do what they did with Gen 5.
Oh yeah,
where they create a lot. In Sun and Moon, how much did they give us? 60?
They created like
60 or 50?
It was more than 60. It was like
61.
It was like 75 or some shit. 80.
It was a pathetic number of Pokemon. They gave us a shitty number. They gave us a fucking Lay's bag where most of it's full of air.
It was worse than 6th gen.
Oh, I had more fun in 6th gen, so I'm gonna get off their case.
No,
Sun and Moon was garbage.
Sun and Moon was much more fun than 6th gen's boring ass. All the 6th gen had was 3 legendary Pokemon. You couldn't even catch anything else. Hell, when you beat the game, what else could you do? Nothing. Shit was trash. 6th gen was trash.
Okay, anyways, but yeah, what was I saying? Shit, I lost count. Fuck. Shit, what were we talking about?
We were talking about some like other features. Well, if we're gonna talk about other features I like, touching back on the Pokemon following you and shit like that.
Bring that
if
shit
you use
man.
Fly, hold on. If you use Fly, I don't want it to just be teleported. I want to actually be flying with the Pokemon I use Fly on, and not ride Pokemon. Like, yeah, I like ride Pokemon because it was convenient, but I just rather just see like a Pokemon that I like, I ride on. I think that.
For what they should do, I mean, they're gonna make walk animations anyways, and then they've made it. And for the Pokemon that can fly, the ones that are running animation, they're flying. So exactly. They can use that animation and then for let's just say that you want to be that kind of the special kind of child that wants to use Pidgey to fly. Then you can put your trainer and you can fly under the Pidgey.
Yeah.
And it's like the Pidgey's carrying you.
They want to go extra the distance though, because depending on the Pokemon, if it's like you fly on Yveltal, right? You go hella fast. If you fly on Pidgey, it's slow as fuck. If they wanted to go extra distance and make it more realistic,
but
that'd be cool.
They won't, because that'd just be annoying. But yeah, it would be like it would. Because what if your favorite Pokemon is Pidgey and you want to fly with Pidgey?
Is what?
Pidgey.
What? Okay.
It's true. It's true.
Person who says Pidgey's their favorite Pokemon.
There is. I don't know who it is, but
bring it.
There is.
I want to see this person. There is no one in this world who likes Pidgey. More than Pidgeot. Go ahead.
I mean, if I like Litten more than Incineroar, then there's someone that's gonna like Pidgey more than Pidgeot.
Exactly. Why would you want a Pidgey if you got a Pidgeot?
Like I said, if I like Litten more than Incineroar, there's bound to be someone that likes Pidgey.
Yeah, but here's the thing about Incineroar. It's more the family spirit Incineroar is more dividing. Pidgeot, everyone knows Pidgeot is better than Pidgey, design wise and just overall the Pokemon. A lot
of people just like the simple things.
But like I said.
But anyways, getting off topic. There's someone that likes Pidgey. Everyone's not the same. Yeah. But anyways, if it's like a small Pokemon like Pidgey, the trainer would be under the Pidgey, like holding on for dear life or whatever. But let's just say that you're flying on Charizard. He'd be on its back. They should do something like that. And then, for legendary Pokemon, do it like Breath of the Wild did for Dinral, Nadra, and I always forget the electric one. Oh, fucking he's a douche. But anyways, yeah. Like, where you can see them, and then they would do, like, fly across or whatever, and then, in the beginning, you can't catch them. Like, you would just see them, and then they would just do their own thing, like fly over or walk or whatever. But and then after you beat the game, then they would acknowledge you, and then they would challenge you to fight and shit. So like,
here's what I'd say too. For mythical Pokemon, no more giving it to us for free. Give us the pass or an item that allows us to unlock the location they are in, and give us like a puzzle or something to
like a little mission, like a little side quest. Yeah, there you go, side quest.
Because that's what they did, like in Diamond and Pearl and Black and White. It's from Black and White and backwards to to third gen. They had side quests for their Pokemon. They gave you like fucking what's his name, Shaman. Or no, they gave you the Oak's letter. You can go to this place. Or no, my favorite one is the member pass for Darkrai. That was cool. It's a small thing, but it's a nice thing. But nowadays, it's just like, oh, you want Marshall? Here you go.
Here's a little card.
Exactly. It's like, here's your special Marshall card. Here's Marshall, everybody. It's just like, where's the adventure? I don't feel like I earned this Pokemon. And not only that, I can't shiny hunt for it. I'm tired of them doing that stupid shit too. Oh, shiny lock. Like, I hate when they do that. I
don't see the point of shiny locking. It's like the Pokemon's still the same. It's just a different color. So why lock it?
Because I get for a mystery gift that they wanted to give it out.
That's
some
stupid.
Bullshit, probably. It's stupid, yeah. Honestly, that's why it's like Game Freak dumbasses sometimes. Like, well, not most times they be acting like hella dumb. They stupid, straight up. But it's just like, yeah. I hope in this game, if they do, well, obviously they're gonna do mythical Pokemon shit like that. Make sure that there's missions to get them. So many people are tired of just getting the mythical and just be like, okay, we want to go through the whole thing and actually earn them.
Actually, for the mythical one, I would actually like it more if they just appeared, but you can't like touch or fight them. Or if you try to fight them, they automatically like run away and disappear.
So they're roaming legendaries.
Yeah, roaming legendaries. Like let's just say we. No. I mean like mythical Pokemon. Raikou
I know,
legendary.
yeah, but they're like Raikou, Suikanete, where they run away. You have to catch them.
No, but you would only. I feel for this one they should only focus on that after like post game. Like let's just say I'm first starting out my journey, and we'll just use Kanto. Fuck it, Kanto because it's like I'm just now getting out of Pallet Town and I'm like on Route 2 or whatever, and then I see Mew out of nowhere. He just appears and he's just like sniffing the flowers or whatever, walking around. If I like walk up to him, he'll like teleport, or he'll like look at you. He'll like show a little like exclamation point above his head, or like a little shock thing, or like he notices that you're there, and then he'll look at you and then teleport. Or if
that'd be cool.
Yeah, and if I'm like in the like let's just say, we'll use like Pokemon Go game aesthetics where there's like you have your trainer and there's like a little circle around you, and then that area is like your hurt box. So every Pokemon around, like if you're walking around and you see like a Pidgey walking or flying or whatever, if you're in its bubble, then your Pokemon will fight it. So let's just say I can creep, and then I can creep up to the Mew, and then Charmander comes out, and I make him use like Ember. Before the attack will hit because like game wise and whatnot, but it won't do damage to him. So it will just do that, and then Mew will have that same animation where it gets shocked or like it will get startled, look at you, and then teleport. It would have that whole mystic kind of mysteriousness about it, where it's like, oh, what is that? I want to find that, or it's like, oh crap, that's Mew, that's cool. So you'd have that, and then or something like you're on Route 2 and you see Raikou run along, and then it's like, oh shit, something like that. Like.
I think what would be also really cool would be out of battle moves, right? So like, let's say you have Fire Spin, right? You can use Fire Spin to trap a wild Pokemon, and so it can make it easier to catch them, like if they run away from you, right? I think that'd be really cool.
Well, for Fire, I feel like they should revamp the moves so they can make Fire Spin something like if you trap them. I don't know. No, I want to say like you can trap them and then you can use other moves to like hit them, but then that would be very broken.
What do you mean?
Like let's just say we do PvP, and then I have my Charizard versus your Venusaur, and I use Fire Spin. You can't get out of it, and so I can just like spam Flamethrower or whatever, or just keep on attacking you while you're in it. I feel like that's really broken. Like for Fire Spin, they probably like make it obvious where it's gonna land. And then like it's frames of effect to actually like be like slow to have something like that.
Well, how I'd see it would be like first off you have to aim and like hit the Fire Spin, right?
Yeah.
And if you hit it, like of course it goes away after a few seconds. But if the Pokemon who's on the receiving end, hits the firewall, it doesn't do like a burst of damage. It does like damage over time. So it just does like little burn damage over time if you stay in that point.
Oh, so for yours, it's something that you can't. No, because the thing about Fire Spin is you can't get out.
Well, I mean, you can still attack though.
You can attack, but you can't like leave the vortex. That's like the whole thing. That's why when you get hit by Fire Spin, you can't return the Pokemon.
Well, it wouldn't be that strong of a move anyway, because damage wise. Because if I.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, damage wise. But the whole thing is. Like, let's just say it does 1 damage per hit. But the thing is, you can't escape it, so you have a little move to move.
But then that's your fault, because you got hit.
Well, I mean, they should, like, make it slow to attack. Like, it's frames.
They should make it hard. They should make it hard to hit, but if you hit, you get, a good reward.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
How would they do something like Psychic? How would Psychic work? Would they... Do like you can
make it like Link's little magnet thing.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be the most fair for Psychic. Or I mean, they could make it a command grab too.
Or they're probably just gonna make it like an attack where they just show that stupid animation thing and you just get hit by it.
That's true.
It would be pretty cool now if they could pick you up and then throw them. That would be pretty dope.
Or in other ways, you can use the attacks to like solve puzzles, kind of like how HMs were, without having to be like HMs. Like you can use Psychic to move rocks and shit like that, so you can get like find secret passageways and just have different stuff like that. More freedom to make it feel like an adventure, rather than just the typical go linear path. Like let there be hella places to go explore, and then you can use different Pokemon moves. Like
or you probably don't even have to use the Pokemon. You can use a trainer. Like you can find a knife. No, well, not a knife. I don't know. Like the little cutting thing, hedge cutter.
I'd rather have a Pokemon because it makes it more of a Pokemon journey. Because if you have all that type of stuff, like that's more practical, obvious. But it's just like, but the thing is, hello?
Yeah.
Okay, but the thing is, it's still like it defeats the purpose of having a Pokemon, right? Like the Pokemon should be doing all that type of shit to make it feel like more fun adventure.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, I think that'd be really fun. That would be a fun game mechanic in Pokemon.
But before I can even have fun, we'll talk about character customization. They should make it somewhat similar to Monster Hunter. But they should make it better than Monster Hunter. Because Monster Hunter, they dropped the ball. Like, it looks great, but the hairs and whatnot, it was just crap. They made, like, they could have guys have the whole pigtail thing.
No, I wouldn't say the hair isn't crap, but let's just be honest. It's not made for black people. Can we be honest?
Well, yeah, they should cater to everyone. Like, it was just like they had like 26 or 20 whatever styles, and it's like, really? There's tons of more hairstyles for than that. You can like do, I don't know, 50, 70 or whatever, and then there's bound to have something that caters to everyone. So they should have something like that.
Because when I saw Maximilian with his avatar from Monster Hunter, it looked exactly like him. I was like, damn, that's actually a really good customization. But for black characters, it's really, they don't put much options, even though there's a lot of options for us to, put our hair as. They don't put those options in. They put the typical, what's it called, bald fade or just maybe cornrows. That's it. And if we're lucky, we get dreads. So that's what I'm just saying. They have to have more variety for each other type of, race, other than just Japanese and then white people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, in Pokemon, it was surprisingly.
Yeah.
They did a surprisingly good job, even though Pokemon's a joke. But I mean, shit. They had like that one guy, that D-Ring guy. That guy had a clean ass. Holy shit! Like he looked clean. I was like, damn. And they even actually let the guy. The guy that has the guard shot.
Oh, the guy has the speech impediment. Yeah.
Not making fun of people that have speech impediments. Just the voice actor sucks.
Yeah, the voice actor was just.
He sounded like Jimmy from South Park.
Right. No, his performance was comparable to the Mega Man 8 fucking voice actors, bro.
What, Mega Man? Dr. Wow. But yeah, it's like, but even though his voice was, I mean, that's why I changed it to Japanese version, because you can never rely on English dub to do something right unless it's like Full Alchemist or whatever. But yeah.
They should have customization like Pokken at the very least.
And not cater mostly to girls, because that was kind of dumb. Like,
true.
There was way more outfits for girls. It's like it's really dumb.
Yeah, like, it's just like, yeah, I get it. Girls are stylish, and girls care about the style. But nigga, boys care about style too. Like,
I mean, we gotta look fresh too. Shit. I mean, how else are we gonna get their attention?
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, mostly here's how it's gonna go. It's gonna be obvious. Most of the guy players is going to choose the girl anyways, just cause. But they should have the option to, like, you can change genders, like just like in Pokemon Go. Like, if you're not feeling being a guy, you should just go like your option thing, and then you can change the girl.
Or just make it so that you can have multiple save files.
Not to.
So it's like, if you want to be a boy, one save file, just do that, and then if you want to be a female, have.
Or just do both. Just do both.
Oh yeah, why not? Okay.
I mean, apparently the Switch is supposed to be a powerful console, so push it to the limit.
I will say, here would be another cool concept to do for Pokemon. Allow us to dress up our Pokemon in some way. That would be cool. Well, okay, obviously not the big ass one. Like you can't dress up Groudon, right? But like someone like Marshadow or someone Lucario, you can
like give them like accessories, and then like it will raise their attack power or defense power or something like that.
Okay. No, we can't have that because then that would make Pokemon way too complicated and shit like that. And then for all the people who get all the powerful ass items, it just make competitive like trash.
Okay, fine, but just like little accessories, like a scarf or something, I guess.
Like a scarf or like some jacket, like the cosplay Pikachu.
Yeah, that's a stretch. That one they have to like they would have to get like concept artists for each Pokemon for all 800 or 900 or whatever.
True.
So what they should just do is like generic stuff, but not too generic to where it's like kind of dumb and boring. But like a scarf, like they can have like a little Cub Scouts kind of scarf thing where it's like the not really cool scarf, and then they can have like the edgy badass scarf, and then you can have like glasses or whatever.
They can do different clothing in different forms of Pokemon, because in the Pokedex, each Pokemon falls under like a form category, right? So there's bipedal, blob, there's quadrupod, and then there's the other stuff, and they have generic costumes for each form. So any Pokemon that's under that form group, they can wear it. I think that'd be cool.
Okay. And give the fucking person an expression, like that.
You already said that.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. You said like we touched upon it when we were talking about Sun and Moon.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about just in the Switch one. Give them an expression, like have them actually react to stuff and like not just be smiling like a sociopath the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Like, did they really just get lazy? They really got hella lazy doing that shit.
I mean, yeah. And then, I mean, let's see. What else? Shit. How would PvP? How would PvP work?
Well, they already basically do have a player versus player type of thing.
Do you think this would be if they get it right? This would like replace the old kind of battling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like for tournaments and whatnot.
Oh yes, for sure. Okay, I'm tired of Pokemon. I'm gonna go on another rant. I think now Pokemon has to ditch the what's it called?
Turn-based.
Turn-based, yeah. Because times are changing. Kids nowadays don't have time to be sitting on their asses waiting for a Pokemon to attack and for them, to wait for turns and shit. No kid likes that. Or most kids don't. Like, yeah, you have some kids who say, "Oh, this is fun," but most kids are into the real-time type of games, and which is why they're playing like shit like Call of Duty or Fortnite now or PUBG. They're real-time and fast action. No one really has time to be playing these like slow RPGs now because, like, let's be honest, they're old. It slid back in the day because technology wasn't that great back then. But now, since technology, of course, is more advanced, and since games are becoming more action-packed and stuff like that, games like Pokemon, if they don't change their act, they've been doing the safe shit for 20 years now. It's about time they kind of switch things up so that they can get more of a children to play the game. If they still do the same typical turn-based shit, kids are gonna get bored. Kids are gonna stop liking Pokemon because it's the same boring shit for 20 years.
I mean, when you see in the anime where they have all these cool ass animations, but then you go into the game, it's like, okay, now it's your turn to attack me.
Exactly. It's just, it gets old. It's like you see, one of the things I love seeing is the Greninja versus Sceptile fights in X and Y, Pokemon X and Y anime. Those stuff is what I want to see in the games. I want that type of excitement.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, that brings up a good point. For like cutscenes, how about like? I mean, it would be really a big stretch, but what if they had like for each Pokemon they have like a cutscene, and then they have like reaction stuff like what do they call those reaction cutscenes where it has like inputs and whatnot.
You mean what's it called? Yeah, it's on the tip of my
No, whatever that's called, they have that. Like let's just say like I'm fighting Brock, and then I have my Charmander. Reaction commands, reaction timing, whatever it's called, but yeah. But it's like I'm using my Charmander, and then it has Onyx or whatever. And then after in the actual gameplay, I beat him. But then it goes into story mode where it's like it has like a reaction command kind of thing. Or if I have him really weak, and then it would like fade out and then go into like the cutscene, and then it would be like press A at this time, and then it would have Charmander to do whatever. I mean, not like really intricate shit where like he'd use fire attacks or whatever, but he would do like a little like I don't know, like a little tackle or whatever. But that's I doubt they'll go that far. Like let's just say if I'm not using Charmander at the last part and I'm using like Caterpie, they would have that same tackle, so it'd be like that.
Yeah, but it's just like there's 800 Pokemon, so I think that'd be really hard to do.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, they're not going to have all 800 Pokemon in that same area at that time.
Actually, that depends, because you can't say that because there are a lot of people who are going to probably play the game and like transport Pokemon to Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, that's true. If it's going to be open world, then they could do it. Okay, but yeah, I mean, that would be something that would be really cool if they did that, but I doubt they would. What about voice acting? Would you want that in the game? I mean, because Breath of the Wild did it, and they did it pretty... In Japanese, they did it good.
But Pokemon doesn't have a good track record of voice acting. I mean, just look at the anime. And look at Pokemon. Yeah, let's keep them to saying, you know, just not talking.
What if they had like a Japanese option?
I guess I do that, but I don't know. It might as well be fucking just like reading because I can't understand Japanese.
I mean, it would have like English subtitles.
Then I'm still reading.
I mean, just okay, yeah, that's true. That's different from most people. All right, okay. I mean, I feel like it would be pretty cool to have it voice acting in there, but I mean, if not, but at least for the Pokemon. Like, they should do a recording of all the Pokemon voices, and then they should put that stuff in there.
Okay.
So we don't have to keep on hearing BAM, BAM, BAM.
I'd rather do something I'd rather have it not like them saying their names, like in...
Or find like something like Pokken.
Yeah, something like Pokken or something like Origins where they make like a cry. Not like the game cries they have, but like more like a animalistic cries for some Pokemon, and then for others it'd be like just like a normal cry, you know? I'd rather have like that.
Yeah, they should do like they should definitely do like Pokken. Pokemon is fine. It was pretty much the same thing. Like with Gardevoir, she was like, yeah, or something like that. It sounded more human-like. And then Pikachu's the only one that said his name. And then, something like that. That'd be fun.
So, what do you think the new... let me ask you this. What do you think of the new evolution will be? Because,
well, that was pretty much confirmed. That's pretty much confirmed. Eevee's going to get it ground, and they're going to make the design look dumb. It's going to be ground and flying.
What?
It's going to be ground and flying. Ground, it's going to be either ground or rock, or flying.
Okay, it might... Okay, I can see the flying, but why ground?
Because they had, like, different toys about it or whatever, and then they had, like, on its Twitter, where they showed Eevee, like, looking at the ground, and then they showed Eevee looking at the air. And then they had other stuff where it was, like, ground and then air. So it's either going to be ground or rock, or both, and then there's going to be air. So it's either going to be all three, the two, or it's going to be one of those.
Man, they really jumped.
But either way, they're probably going to make the design look dumb. Because Sylveon just looks stupid. There's no point. I actually having a Dragon Eevee would be kind of weird. I don't really. They can do other stuff. They can do Bug EV or whatever. Just leave Dragon alone. They already screwed it up with Drampa and Komon. So it's like, you know what? Dragon needs to rest for a bit. Just work on new, better designs for Gen 8. Don't make them stupid. Don't do the whole Alola thing. That was, we dropped it. It was so bad. Ugh. So people are saying that the region's gonna be in like Spain or something like that.
I want to put past them.
I mean, if they do it, that'd be fun. I mean, it's like, it's eh. Like, just make the region big. Just make it a big open world. And then if you're gonna if you're gonna have new Pokemon in it, make at least 150 new ones.
Yeah.
Give us a lot. Give us something new. Because I mean, yeah, it's good to have your favorite ones from the past, but don't just like thrive off that thing. Don't be Sega that just lives for that nostalgia bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just pathetic. It's not that great. And actually, give us a rival. Give us a good rival. If you're gonna do something nostalgia, do it right. Give us a good rival.
Yeah, because how was even technically the rival of Gladion?
Yeah, our rival was technically Gladion, but he was in it. He was like the weird, edgy kind of guy.
Yeah.
Give us a dick. Give us a real asshole of a trainer.
So we can aspire to beat later on, right?
And if possible, we can name him too. So we can name him Dickhead. But I mean, give us someone good. And then, yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Okay. Do you think Lugia will get a new form? I don't think so.
She's getting a new form. He's gonna get a new form or a new power or something.
Well, how did it?
Well, they didn't really give him an advertisement like they gave Lugia. And plus, Ho didn't even get that much of screen time.
That is so true.
His feather did.
All he did was show up.
Actually, I'm glad for that. Because no matter the Pokemon movie, they will ruin the character of that legendary Pokemon. So, you know what? It's good. It's like, Ho dodged the bullet. So, you know what? I don't want Ho to get the Arceus treatment. So, that's totally cool for me. Some people are probably saying, like, you can go to past regions. Would you want that?
Wishful thinking. I love it, but wishful thinking. Wishful.
It'd be kind of. I kind of don't want that because, again, Gold and Silver did that. Soul Silver and whatever. They did that, and then it was just boring. It was just a boss rush. There was no story. It was just like, go there, you can somewhat go into all the buildings, and then you just go and fight the gym leaders, and that's it.
And here's what they should do, though. Like, they should have more kind of like a Delta episode when going to a new region. But here's what I would do. What's it called? Well, actually, let me backtrack. I think one of the problems with having another region, the region itself loses the identity. Because if you think about Johto, right? If you took out Kanto, Johto would be literally. I mean, I think it's the worst region. I personally don't think Johto's that good, but so many people do like it. But the people only like it because you can go to Kanto. Johto by itself is so small.
Well, the only reason why Johto's so small because Johto and Kanto was once one thing.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's why. So
Johto can't live without Kanto. It needs Kanto to be a.
Well, because it's literally the same thing.
Well, yeah,
they're both the same thing.
It still stands. If you take out Kanto, Johto ain't shit, and that's one of the biggest problems with Johto. And having like being able to go back to Kanto, it takes away from newer regions. So I can understand why they wouldn't do like for future games. They don't want the games to be hella like dependent on the last game, so that we can go on this. Well, what happened to this? Like, if they decided to take it out, like, let's say if you're able to go back to Johto from what's it called? Poet. And then they take that out of 4th gen. People would get hella mad and shit, you know? It's just like, nah, bro. So I'm kind of glad they're still doing, like, they're trying to make the one region we are visiting as big as they can. But they haven't been doing that well until
Alright. Well, we've gone for a while, and I probably went over an hour and 30 minutes. Hopefully not.
Well, fine. Let me ask you one more question. So, what Pokemon do you think will make it in Smash?
We already talked about that in my top 10 in that video. So,
but we're talking about in general, not what we want to see, but what you think we'll see.
Well, I feel like, I don't know, because they can come up with a trailer for whatever, and then that Pokemon will be in Smash. So we don't know yet. So we can discuss that in our second thing for Smash, in our second podcast, which we'll probably do like sometime next week. So for that, and then we'll see if there's other people that can join the podcast. If not, then R-senal will be joining us again for that. So for now, we'll conclude that for Pokemon Switch. We'll talk about it a bit more because there's been some recent rumors on what that stuff that might be in it. So we'll talk about that in a second episode. Or third, yeah.
Someone actually pulled up an image where they said...
We'll talk about that in the other episode. But yeah, so thanks for thanks for joining us, R-senal. Where can they find you at? Where can they find you at?
They can find me on Twitter, Young Marshadow. Oh no, it's just at Young Marshadow. That's me on Twitter. Or you can find me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv R-senal. I'm there. I do art streams. I'm going to play more games on it. Like especially when Smash comes out, I'm gonna crank out the Mega Man again and whoop the masses online. You already know. So yeah, thank you for bringing me here.
No problem. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, so that's it for our podcast, and I'll upload this hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, if you guys have any other Pokemon that you would like, any ideas for the Pokemon Switch that you would want to talk about, or have me talk about in the other episode, put it in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you want. If not, it's all good. This is all for you guys, and I'm just doing this for fun. So yeah, we'll catch you later on the next podcast, and you've just been blitzed. Bye. Shut up.